Hello, this is Keith. I'm with EveningsHadowsTarot.com. This is a website that talks about telling the future and making predictions using tarot cards. I must tell you, I use tarot cards for decision making 2 to 3 times a day, sometimes more often. I wake up in the middle of the night and I talk to my guides about which way to take this new website, and they make suggestions, and I hope that I'm doing several right now in a series, and it's called Is This Your Reading? Or Claim This Reading. And it'll say claim this reading if you are planning to go to school, college, or trade school. And it talks about the two. If you've had a catastrophe, claim this if you've had a catastrophe. There are going to be about 10 of these, or maybe more. So be sure and review them. Go to Tarot, EveningsHadowsTarot.com, and you'll see all of them. So far I've made 34, I believe, in the last 3 weeks. I've made 34 videos, and they're to help you. If you want a private reading, go to my website and tell you how you can purchase one through PayPal. I never know where this is going to lead me. I shuffle the cards thoroughly, and then I put several cards, so they're getting a double shuffling. About that many, sometimes 5, 10. You never know where it's going to stop me. But this is the direction this is going to take us. And this first card has to do with a man slipping into a village and stealing the weapons. Now, a lot of people call this card deceit. He's deceiving the crowd. It depends on the way the rest of the cards are laid out as to what this card means. I see him as someone who doesn't want anyone hurt in a war, and he is stealing the weapons where he'll try to protect people, his friends, in his village. Now that's the way I see it. It can be either way. I don't always see it as deceit by any means. In fact, I very seldom see it as deceit, and I will usually feel it if it is deceit. We'll see, and it could be in this one. The next card is, it's not deceit, folks. The next card told me what it was. This one is he's stealing to keep more battles. This man has won 2 different battles over these 2 gentlemen, and he's taken their swords. He has his sword and he has their sword, and they're going off. But what this is telling you is that you've won a battle, and this is not deceit. It's about putting up a battle on something you believe in, or something in life you believe in. I don't know what it is yet. Let's see. Okay, let's go down a few cards. Pull up this card. And this one is victory. I just said that you've won. And this one is Ace of Cups. And Cups is emotion. Ace means number 1, and it means a new beginning. And I want you to look. There is celebration. And look at this dove. It has to do with love. It has to do with love. I think that's interesting. That dove on top. And this is one good beginning. So far, this is a fine reading. I'm anxious to see where it's leading us, what advice it's going to give us. The next one is a compass, and it's a wheel. And let's say that you're in this section right here, and you are just having bad luck, and everything seems to be going wrong. And boy, every time you try something, you think it's going to work, and it doesn't. Well, then it gets to a certain point, and the wheel just keeps turning, and the good luck sets in. And so I think this is telling you that you're a winner. It has to do with love. People love you. Your luck is changing for the better. You have proven yourself. You are a good person. You have tried to prevent anyone from getting hurt, injured in a battle. You have stood up for you're a strong person. Now this can be a man or woman. This is really an interesting reading. I like this. See where it's going to lead. You know, there's very seldom do I get two readings that are exactly alike. It leads me in different directions. This one has to do with stress. And you'll see all these swords up here. 9 swords. And you're waking up in the middle of the night. And if you're having that trouble, waking in the middle of the night and tossing and turning, I must tell you, I'm doing the very same thing. I'm worried about the economy and where it's going to take us. I'm worried about the homeless people, and I'm so afraid that we're going to have more homeless people living in tents, and it really worries me, and I wake up in the middle of the night. I talk to my guides as if they were in that bedroom with me, sitting on the edge of the bed and giving me advice. Now, I have at least 10 guides, and I must tell you that most of my guides are Choctaw Indian. My grandmother was Choctaw Indian. My mother's Choctaw Indian. My dad was English, and he had blonde hair and blue eyes, and my mother, being Indian, had black hair and brown eyes. And you talk about 2 good-looking people. They were beautiful people. Didn't look a thing alike because they were 2 different nationalities, really. And my dad's folks came from England. So I wake up and I talk to them, and they give me advice as to how to help you and what to do. I had done 6 of these claim to fortune, and last night I said, do some more of those. You're doing good with that. So the tarot cards are releasing information. I use them to help me make decisions. The next one is a fool. When we say fool, this is innocence. Whoever this person is fairly innocent. They're not deceitful in any way. They're very powerful. They're having good luck. They're winners. They are feeling stress. So right now, something's happening in their life that they're feeling some stress. And I think all of us are feeling stress right now. I don't think it's just the people who are going to claim this as their reading. Let's see. Let's take a few down. Let's see where this is going to lead us. This one shows energy. And these boys are scrapping and playing, but they're playing a game, and they're not really trying to hurt each other. They're just playing a game. Just be like a football game. Of course, these cards originally started before we had football games. And it's just youthful and energy. This shows youthful. So the person is youthful, at least in their thinking. They're strong, very good physically, and can defend themselves. They're not mean. They're good people, and they're loved. They are feeling stressed right now. Now, perhaps it's someone that they love is having a problem, and they're worried about that. It could be a number of things, but they are feeling some stress. The next one is balance, and it shows you that you should balance out. This is the 2 of coins, and he's balancing the budget right here. But this, in this particular reading, says balance out your life. Have a variety of things. Don't just go one direction. Let's go back and let's see where else this is going to lead. We have 3 more cards to help us decide. The next one is a death card. And you see the horse and the skeleton riding it, riding the horse, and you see bodies in the ground. Now, I must tell you that the death card doesn't mean that someone's going to die. What the death card means is we're putting an old habit to sleep. It's no longer going to be a habit. Let's say, with me when I was young, it was smoking, and I had to quit that habit and get away from it. So it could be a habit of something that you do. Maybe you don't have patience with somebody. Maybe you're abrupt and not always taking people's feelings. You've got some problem that you're going to end it. So that's a very good card to have. Don't be afraid of that, death card, because it doesn't mean you're going to die. The next one, oh, I like this card. I've always liked this. This is the Magician. The Magician can manifest money for you. He can manifest love. Pretty much anything you want, ask him, and he will work on it. I know that there have been times that I have asked for help financially. I thought, oh, my money's running a little short right now, and I've asked. Now, I haven't been granted money enough to live for the rest of my life like a king. It's been small amounts, the amounts that I needed, but at least it was manifested and it helped me. Now we have one more card to go, and let's see where it's leading us. Then we'll discuss the entire reading. This one has to do with coins again, and the coins are being, it's 9 of coins, and they're being guarded down here, not spent. They're not being out in the hand, being handed out. So what we have learned with this reading is that we have a winner here, a physical winner. He has approached war in a different way. He's taking the weapons away so that people won't be hurt in his village. He's stealing weapons. It has nothing to do with deceit in this one. He's doing a good deed. The man here shows that physically he's able, without hurting anyone, even though he has a sword, and he's taken 2 swords away from these 2 people that have lost. He's the type that believes in peace, but he doesn't believe in killing. And that's difficult in battle for no one to get killed. But they've got their heads down and they're leaving in shame. But this shows that he doesn't believe in killing. So I don't believe that he is in the part of the military, or she, either one, to where anyone would be hurt. He believes in other approaches first. Let's say that. He's a winner. This tells me right off the bat, now that I'm going over it, this is definitely someone in the military, are going to join the military. They're young. They've had some good luck and some bad luck. This is the wheel or compass, and it turns and turns all the time. It's really referred to as the wheel. It's the easiest way to understand it. And you will hit a bad luck, and then you'll hit good luck. This is putting a habit to something. Now, perhaps he does smoke, and he wants to end that because he's in good physical shape. Perhaps he's not as, since he's very physical up here, maybe he's not as gentle as he needs to be when he approaches his mate, or she approaches her mate. Now, this can be a man or woman, and we do have women in the military too. This is a military reading, and it's the first one I have had, I must tell you. The next is the coins, and it shows don't spend that extra money right now. You've got manifestation. This person can manifest a good life. He can manifest the Magician, he can manifest money, and I'm sure he could manifest millions if that was in his mind to do so. But with me, it has been smaller amounts. For example, I had a doctor bill, and it was about $500, and I had $100 to pay, and you know, I asked for help, and I believe, and I did get the other $400 to pay it. This is balance out your life, and I think this is probably something he thinks about military all the time. It's saying be a family man too. Next shows them being rowdy and playing, so he likes sports. Wakes up in the night worried, and Fu means that he's not adjusted to anyone being dishonest. He's something he does not understand or accept. I hope this has helped you. You can claim it if you are, but he's in the military or has been in the military or is planning to be in the military. Something to think about. I hope you will subscribe and click on the bell so that you will be alerted whenever I put out new videos. Thank you so much, and goodbye.